Hey folks, it's broker question of the day, so let's get started. Can I change financing after ratification? That's a good question. Yes, you can. In most contracts that I've seen, the buyer can change the financing after they've ratified. Now, the challenge you have with that is for most of them, you have to go back to the seller and get permission if you want to maintain that financing contingency. Meaning that, yeah, you can change anytime you want. They don't care. Just show at the table and have yourself a merry little settlement and make sure that you show up to the table with the money. But if you have a financing contingency and the seller has agreed to that, say you're going to do 20% down on a conventional loan, and now you're 5, 6 days in, and there's a better offer through FHA or VA, you can switch, but you may be giving up your financing contingency protection. So if it's good enough for you and it's going to benefit you, and there's no problem with you getting the financing, then yeah, go ahead and change the financing. The cleanest way to do that is to go back to the seller and say, this is better for me, which makes it better for you. And so therefore, I'd like you to sign another financing contingency for me to before we get to closing. It just means the buyer may lose their protection underneath that if the seller doesn't agree. Now, in most of these financing contingencies I've seen, the appraisal is a separate contingency. So you're not necessarily giving up your appraisal contingency when you're changing the financing contingency. It's part of the process, but it's different. Financing and then appraisal, two different contingencies. You're not necessarily giving up the appraisal when you do that. So that's kind of what you can do as far as changing your financing in the midst of the transaction. All right, you got any questions? Just text them to me at the phone number on the screen. And don't forget, if you like the channel, like it, subscribe to it, and that way you won't miss any of these great videos and I get bragging rights. You can also email your questions to me at anthony.carr@kw.com if you want to email me a question to that one, and we'll get it on here as soon as possible. Thanks so much and have a great day.